What is going on, dudes? TheeRealDuke. How you guys doing? We are here in episode 4 of my Banished Let's Play series. Welcome. Last episode, we talked about ways to, and we showed you some ways, to help ensure that your villagers are not only surviving, but thriving. Make them healthier and happier, a little bit happier. And also, we're going to increase their efficiency by throwing in a schoolhouse. So those are all positive steps. We have 5 students in there now. I have the game paused for just a second because I want to tell you guys what we're going to be working on today. And so today, last episode you saw me starting work on the fishing dock. We're throwing in a house next to it. There's a 1 square space in here for us to slip in. A little, little road, a little pathway. I also kind of dug this little thing, which is underway. And we're going to throw another set up of, we don't need another herbalist, so we don't need to keep the old growth forest. We're going to throw another forester lodge, another gatherer's hut, and another hunting lodge out there. Because we're always going to need more leather. We're always going to need more food. And obviously we'll always need more wood. So it's going to be good to, just because of firewood, it's going to be good to have another setup out here. So I'm going to resume the game. And then we're going to talk a little bit about why I'm doing that. Now, we're just cruising along here at 2x speed. But basically, I guess we can also say double speed. But basically, the idea of setting up these multiple points helps ensure the safety of and longevity of our village or city, hopefully soon. Not too soon. But it helps ensure the longevity for a couple of reasons. Number one, if something happens, and I don't know what could happen, but I have catastrophes on, so something could happen where we would need to all of a sudden increase the amount of production for X, Y, or Z thing, okay? Now, to do that, we would need the necessary facilities, and more so than just being able to throw people on. So, to have them all in multiples, okay, to include this redundancy is going to help us out. One of the things that can definitely happen, and I know from experience, trust me when I tell you, is fires. And if a fire were to break out in this area over here, that wouldn't completely destroy our entire wood production and firewood production. You understand where I'm going with that? So that's kind of an important point too. And then the other issue that we're facing is, especially in case of fire, is right here. It's this little guy, and it's a well, and they're going to be able to run and get buckets and douse fires. Without that, they can't do it, so you're going to need it. It is important, and the fire spreads, and it will destroy huge parts of your village. It'll just keep going and going and going, and good luck picking up the pieces after that. That is a bunch of time and energy wasted, and materials down the tubes, and you don't want that. You just don't want that. So down here, I think also, let's see, maybe in this area, or maybe just on the other side here, maybe we'll tunnel through here. I can't put another fishing hut too close because we have this line here of these waters that kind of limits where you can actually overfish what's within this perimeter, so we don't want to do that. But I don't want this guy to have to walk all the way to here to dump fish. So I wish he did have another storage barn there. I'm just trying to think what other things we'll build in this area. You know what? It's going to be worth it in the long run. So let's just go ahead and also throw down a storage barn right there. Actually, let's start this way. Yes. Boom shakalaka. So, wooden house, 30% complete. Just getting some supplies and so forth there. So we're going to speed this up, and then we are going to start development out here. And the snow begins to fall. It's not even winter time yet, and the snow's falling here. I mean, in the real world, obviously, snow is going to fall when it's cold enough. You can see we're dipping down to about 28 degrees. It's early winter. Snow's falling. It's pretty beautiful, I think, actually. Not sure exactly what season I cut, but this guy, I increased the fuel limit to 600. He was at 500 and cruising on his way to 500 fairly easily. And for some reason, it looked like my amount of stored logs was kind of dipping a little dangerously low, so I held on for a second. And we used less firewood in the summertime rather, so it was not a big deal. My logs were able to catch up, so I said, all right, let me try it. So I upped the fuel limit to 600, which he made it to very quickly and easily. And then right before we picked back up here, I actually started him chopping again because we dipped down to 550. So obviously it's also winter time, so we're gonna need that fuel. So chop away, choppity chop chops. We had the blacksmith fire up for just a bit to get us back to our tools. I, for no particular reason, feel safe with the amount of tools equaling the number of adults plus the number of students. We are right on that. It's been 25, 26 lately, so that's what I kept here, and that's what we're doing. Well, let me actually slow this back down to about 2x here. So yeah, so that's how I worked that out. Another thing I noticed was that this guy is constantly out of leather, and we obviously have a hunting cabin, right? But it's not really producing that much leather. Now it is producing a crap load of venison. Okay, so this is what we're maxing out at with a full thing. We're getting every season 680 venison and 18 leather. 18 leather. This is hovering around 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, which does not make me feel as safe as this number. So another hunting cabin is going to be a good idea. So over here where the fisherman is, we have a little house. Oh, look who lives there. The fisherman, Destine, which is a cool name also. And we have the little storage barn also full. It's full of hide coats. 0 fish, but people are probably eating the fish, so no big deal. What are we working on here? 44 fish last season. It started towards the end of a season, so that's why that number's low. This season, 300 fish already. Sweet deal. There's some fish in there. Awesome. So here we are out here, and I threw quickly. Here is where the Forester Lodge is going, and I threw that down, and I paused it real quick. I was like, let me build a stockpile out there. Let me throw out a house for maybe one of these dudes will switch around. Maybe Uberti will become the Forester when the Forester Lodge is done. So let's go ahead and get this rocking and rolling. But what I noticed was, before I threw this house up, look at this, and they popped the kid out right quick, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so I noticed, what house was it? One of these. It was either this one or this one. One of their kids was like 25 and still at home, and I was like, that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it. Time for you to move out and dedicate one of your children to the salt mines. Not that I have salt mines or that I would enslave my peoples, but I would totally have salt mines and enslave every one of these poor suckers. No, I'm just joking. It really does pay in this game to give your villagers a better life. You can't take too hard advantage of them. So we got them clearing out here. This should happen pretty quickly because they only have to go to here for the stockpile. So after they build the Forester Lodge, I'm actually going to throw up obviously I'm going to do a barn, storage barn, probably in this region, right here. So let me just go ahead and throw that up now, and let's rotate it thusly. So that'll be good. And then next to this over here, we're gonna have a gatherer. I'm gonna pause this though. Gatherer's hut. Should we do an herb? Nah, we're good. So we'll throw the gatherer's hut there, and then we're going to pause this. And then we're also going to throw in the hunting cabin. So this is a lot of construction. It is going to take a bit to do this. So I'm going to kick this speed up to 5. We're going to build out this little thing here, and then we will check on our numbers. Look at those food. Look at that food. Look at that food. 28.75 in a late winter. Firewood holding steady at over 500. I like where this is going. Yes. Yes, indeed. Are you digging this? I am so freaking digging this right now. This is awesome. I paused the game real quick. I want to show you this. Check this out. This is the finished hunting cabin, the finished gatherer's hut. Forester Lodge, my storage barn, and the house that I had here before. Good news. We still have a laborer kind of kicking around. Well, you know what? Let me show you this. Let me show you this first. Check this out. So we are at the beginning of year 6. We had about 20 people here, and now there are 26 available for working, for being banished to the salt mines. No, for picking up a trade and doing their villager or citizen type thing, and that is awesome because we had a lot of projects running concurrently, and they were primarily located, centered around out here. And so as soon as they became available, I just started plunking them right in here. So we have 5 foresters working, 2 in this one and 3 in the other one, which is solid. We have the hunting cabin here, which has 2 hunters, and the gatherers has this particular gatherer's hut has 3. The other ones, there's 5 divided up among those. So it's again, we're talking about redundancy. This is a safety feature, so if anything would happen to one of the satellites that we have here, we wouldn't have to worry so much because we'd be able to limp along until we could get it all together again and pick the pace back up. So that now, in terms of increasing efficiency for the Forester Lodge, which is important, check this out down here. See these? You know what these are by now, right? So if you go into here, into the Remove Resources button, I just did this with stone selectively. Okay, I'm just going to hit play here. We'll rock it out at normal speed. So it's only under the stones. And why did I do it only under the stones? Well, not only did I only do it under the stones, let's go ahead and pick out where the stones are. And none of them are coming up. Why? Because I already have them selected to be taken out. Let's check out, what about iron? Oh, we do have some iron, so I am about to take care of this iron too. But why am I in this area still? Why am I in this area looking for this? Well, check this out. Here's my Forester Lodge. It's a little bit harder to see in the snow, but you can see the ring right here. So if there are rocks there, they can't plant trees there. If they can't plant trees, they can't sustain the forest. And so we're going to lose a little bit of efficiency there. So I'm going to have my villagers go in, my laborer, the one, have him go in and take care of that. So that's, just have them go in there and whack all those out, whack out all this iron too. Those will head into our stockpiles, which will obviously come in handy. This one's looking a little sad, but that's all right. That's not why it's there. It's not there to look full. It's there to increase efficiency out there. So we have the tailor still waiting on leather. Always waiting on leather. Always waiting on leather. We are running low. No, we are running low on tools. Who's in there? What are you doing in there? Where you at? You better be working right now. I tell you what, you better be working right now. Sherry is working. That's my girl, Sherry. Bang out some of them tools. And so this is another kind of a bonus thing here. I mean, obviously we're making more wood. Obviously we're making more logs because we have a second Forester Lodge, right? We have an additional Forester Lodge over here in this new section of town. So they're bringing in more logs for us. We do have 141 logs, but we are at the end of winter finishing strong with 600 and over 100 logs. Now, we were getting a lot lower last winter, so it is paying off and the expansion is really helping out. But we are still missing a few things. What are some things? Can you notice what we're missing? Well, we don't have farms, and we don't have orchards. We don't have a marketplace yet. We don't have any livestock at all. Ugh. And you know what else we don't have? To be honest, something we're gonna have to figure out. I'm a little afraid we're gonna have to figure it out the hard way. But basically, we don't have a way to control the population. We don't have a reliable throttle for the population yet. So we are just gonna keep having a bunch of people, and we're gonna have to keep expanding. And I don't want to get into an exponential growth situation where we can't keep up with expansion. So we're gonna have to fiddle around next time, I think, with a little bit of housing games. See this? These people, they got 3 kids. Those kids are going to grow up into students. I guess 2 of them are actually students already. And into laborers. And I know lots of places to put them into work. I just don't have lots of places to put them to get them in. So we have those concerns to worry about for next time. And check this out. I put this fishing dock out here. It's on this little kind of strip of land here. It's got access to way more water than this one does. This one just has this little slice of the pie here. This one has way more. What are we going to do out here? Well, this is the major river nearest us. And you know what? We need access to this major river for a trading post. And a trading post is going to get us access to seeds for crops, seeds for orchards. We're going to have access to additional supplies if we need them, like logs, firewood, food, those kinds of things. We're also going to have access to livestock, tools, leather, lots of stuff. So that is something we're going to have to start looking towards. I am so excited to get there with you guys. I hope you guys are excited to come along for the ride too. But that is it for this episode. I hope you dudes found it useful. I hope you found it a little bit entertaining. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I truly do. Check out my YouTube channel for other Let's Plays and other gaming videos. Got a couple new games I am working on, doing some Let's Plays. Got some Minecraft stuff coming up too. Some new Minecraft stuff, so definitely check it out. I do truly appreciate every single view, like, comment, and sub. Thank you so much for watching, dudes. It's TheeRealDuke. I'm out.